This is going to be a video comparison between Windows XP and Windows Vista. There's been a lot of controversy over whether Vista really is an overall improvement over Windows XP. Instead of giving my opinion on Vista and the nice features about it, I'm literally just going to outline the differences between XP and Vista. So this is my XP machine, which I've just finished putting together. It's currently acting as a web server. It's running Apache. But yeah, I'll go ahead and power this on. And we can take a look at it. This particular computer is actually fitted with a touchscreen monitor. That's nothing particular to XP. That actually is will work on pretty much any operating system. It will work on Windows Vista, various distributions of Linux. I even managed to get it working on OS X. So yeah, this is an important factor to consider. Actually, is boot time. And with a quad-core processor in my Vista machine, it was a bit disappointing, to be honest, to see how slow it boots. And this is the specs of this PC. It's got a single-core 2.4 GHz processor, although I think it's overclocked to 3. A gigabyte of RAM, and nothing special graphics-wise. But yeah. Move this down a bit. As you can see, it's a touchscreen monitor. Yeah, that's pretty cool, but like I said, it's nothing specific to XP. Okay, this is a pretty basic install of XP. I didn't install it too long ago. And the first thing that you notice about XP is the Luna theme, which is, you know, the blues and greens and that. And that was actually added to XP pretty last minute. I believe they finished making Windows XP and it looked identical to Windows 98. And so they were like, yikes, nobody's going to buy this because it doesn't look any different. So last minute they slapped the Luna theme on there, and that's why it's not too great. So those are the first impressions of XP. So yeah, accessing programs and documents, we have the start menu, which everybody's familiar with. I'm going really basic here. Left side, commonly used programs. Up there, pinned programs. You can pin things to the start menu and they stay there constantly. There's locations on the computer where you want to go to, control panel, and help and search and run, those kinds of things. Options, yeah, properties, we have tabs, general, sharing, customize, and this is a big thing for me. I use sharing a lot on our network, and sharing in Windows XP is fantastic. I mean, you check the box, hit apply, that's pretty much it. Works fine. But networking Vista, which I will get onto in a minute, is a lot more stressful. But yeah, just a quick look at Windows Explorer. Icons in the middle, pretty much, you know, 4 standard views, not very interesting. Locations and common tasks on the left, and a pretty basic window with commonly used buttons up there. And that's about it for a basic install of Windows XP. Okay. So this is my Windows Vista machine. Had this one for about 3 months now. Specs are, it has a Core 2 quad processor, 4 GB of RAM, Vista Home Premium, a 500 GB hard drive, and a GeForce 8800 GT graphics card. So it's a pretty high spec machine. I already had it running at the time I decided to do this video, so I'm not going to show boot up time, but it is significantly slower than that of my XP machine. Okay, so the Vista start menu. You can see there's a tiny break in the line there, and above that are programs that you've pinned to the menu, and below that are programs that you use commonly, same as XP. But down here you have the instant search, as it's called, and That is basically where you just start typing, and like it says, instantly searches for programs, files, or folders, or even favorites and RSS feeds to do with the letters that you've typed. And you can push enter and it'll open that. But the thing to consider is that it actually only works with content in indexed locations. It doesn't actually search the entire computer unless you select the entire computer as an index location, but that'll take a while to do. And on the right, same thing there, control panel, default programs, help and support. And they've taken the my off of everything, so instead of my documents, my pictures, my music and everything, they've just left it as documents, pictures and music, which is more refined, I guess you could say. Which is nice. They have a games folder now, so anything that's installed as a game appears in there. Even old games like Doom 3 I've installed and they come in there. You have a button called search there, and you open that up and that is a search that will search your entire computer, same as the search tool in XP. Recent items out there, and you can see the arrow interface, far nicer than Luna in XP, is transparent there, and you open Windows, you get some nice transparency there, and you can do some nice things with that. You can change the colour, transparency, gamma, anything like that. Just trying to compare things that I mentioned at XP. I could go on forever about the differences, but sorry, that was a bad example. If I open the properties of this, same kind of tabs, except you have a tab for security, because Vista is supposed to be nice and secure. But sharing is a bit more complicated. If you just select share, it won't let you do it. It says it works, but it just doesn't. It can't be found with other computers on the network, and even other Vista machines which I've tried it with. So you have to do advanced sharing, which is just as it is, it's advanced. It's more complicated and pointless. Yeah, it's not a nice thing to do, networking in Vista. And also it doesn't work well with my server running Server 2003. I had to upgrade it to Server 2008, which is quite costly. Yeah, so that was a bit disappointing. One of the improvements in Vista is the ability to set videos as wallpapers. I'm going now. Anyway, I'm sure you've seen it. It's called Dream Scene. Since it's running Home Premium, it won't actually do it, although I have a patch that will allow it to do it. But yeah, transparency just about everywhere. And if we have just a quick look at Windows Explorer, you have multiple views now. So you can see here, far more views than XP. You can actually resize them live time. It's very nice. Same things here, but you can create your own custom searches. Nice commonly used buttons. They've got rid of drop down menus, and that's about it, to be honest. The main change between Vista and XP is at its core, making it more secure. There hasn't been that much on the face of the operating system. That was done with Longhorn with the same core as Windows XP, and they scrapped that for a good reason. But I hope this has helped you see a little bit more into the differences of Vista and XP. And I would, in my opinion, go ahead and get Vista, but just make sure you have a powerful enough machine. Okay, bye.